John Carroll signed the Declaration of Independence. He was Catholic. But look, again, this is the
He's
issue.
tearing them up.
Look at that. I mean, James Fishback is running for governor of Florida. He's calling in because, you know, he lost an endorsement from an avocado in Mexico.
Avocados from
He probably
Mexico.
wants to regain mine. Fishback is calling me. James, I'm live.
What's up, man?
Got back from Dearborn. It's just like the Middle East.
Do you hear that? Somebody's saying right here, got back from Dearborn, which is in America. And he's like, it's just like the Middle East. It's just like the Middle East and has the best food. You must visit. This is so perfect as context for the conversation that they're about to have next. So good. Take a look at this.
And
Wait,
has
pause
the
this,
best
yes.
food you must visit.
I will. What's up, James?
Not much. Not much. Sounds like I don't have your vote anymore.
Well, you want me deported?
Sneako, what I said
Thinking about
was
him.
that calls to spread Islamism in America, if that's genuinely what anyone wants to do, then those people would be better off spreading that in the Middle East. What I said.
Exactly.
Where's Catholicism from, James?
This
He
nation
wants to deny that
was
Christians built
founded
this.
on the principles found in the Old and New Testament.
You
and I
didn't
both
answer
said
my
that.
question. Where's Catholicism from?
Wow, man.
What we're
Ignorance.
talking about is whether or
Ignorance.
not you want to spread, or anyone, by the way, I actually didn't say you, I said anyone who would want to spread Islamism in America. There are countries that are receptive to Islamism. They are in the Middle East. Actually, a few of them are in Africa, and many of them are actually in South Asia. And I think it's a very clear statement that if you want to spread Islamism, or anyone wants to, you're far better off doing that in societies that are receptive to it. That's it.
So I shouldn't
Well
be
said.
deported.
Making it about him. It's only
You're
about
a US
him.
citizen, so I don't just know legally how that would work.
It's so ridiculous. He knows he's a citizen. He just loves to turn it about him. This is the face of narcissism right here. Jesus Christ, bro.
Second off, I'm running for governor. I don't have control over immigration policy. Third off, any foreign
Just loves to hide behind that.
political ideology that Americans are opposed to, like
Catholicism.
Islamism, Americans
People
aren't
are-
opposed to Catholicism.
What's up?
Americans
It is
aren't
this.
opposed to Catholicism.
What's up?
You see how ignorant, or I don't know if he's just the most ignorant or just like a master manipulator. The conversation is he's denying that Christians built America. People holding Christian values literally built this. But Sneako wants to deny that. He wants to deny Christ, like his religion does, and he wants to deny Christians and what they've done. He's completely anti-Christian, completely anti-Christ, and he knows he can't defeat the facts. So he just goes to the lowest hanging fruit. Oh, you want me deported though? He's a raging narcissist. He doesn't care about anything but himself. And Fishback is standing on business, which is, scattering his little brain. This little demonic.
Political ideology that Americans are opposed to, like Islamism.
Catholicism.
Americans aren't opposed to Catholicism.
Well, it's not about Americans. It's a foreign religion, right? It's based in the Vatican, not America.
Catholicism is not based in the Vatican. Catholicism is a worldwide religion. The seat of Peter is in the Vatican. But look, I'm just calling, man. I'm calling to say hi.
He's retarded.
I saw you said some stuff about us.
He's so
any
low
event,
IQ.
My view is really simple, and it wasn't actually even directed at any
That
one
dumb
particular
little
person.
face.
It is that a political and religious ideology known as Islamism, that being spread in the United States is not something that's well received. It's not something that's welcomed. And those who intend to do that, no matter what party they're in, no matter who they are, have a better chance of being successful at that in other countries. And we shouldn't welcome that in America. It's just that simple, man.
Okay. Well, what is Islamism? You keep saying this.
Like we could, listen.
Look at
I
the
just saw
arguments
that
he
you
wants
said
to
some
have.
Stuff. I just wanted to call again. I just wanted to say that
Stupid little
at
Bob.
the end of the day, we all want. I think we all want what's best for the United States of America. And I think that a political ideology that is not consistent with the founding values of this country.
Like Catholicism.
And
The
it's
founding
perfect.
fathers were majority
Oh,
Protestant if they
my
were
God.
Christian. The rest
Oh,
were
my
deists. Some of
Lord.
them were Freemason. Protestant Christians were literally protesting the Catholic Church. That's what Protestant comes from. They were protesting
They were still
that Catholic monarchy.
Christians.
And so you're a
They
Catholic.
were still
that doesn't
Christians.
found
They were
any basis
Christians.
from the founding fathers.
John Carroll signed the Declaration of Independence. He was Catholic. But look, I digress, man. I digress. Again, this is, I think, the
He's
issue
tearing
with
them
much
up.
of our politics these days. It becomes too personal as opposed to the big picture issue, which is Islamism is welcome in other countries in the world.
You keep saying, but what is it? You keep saying this word Islamism. We haven't defined it. What is that?
It's a well understood term, actually. It's well defined in scholarly research and academic literature. My point is this, man, is at the end of the day, we need to remember what this fight is really about. And that's all that I would say. And like I said, I just wanted to
Well,
to
if you're
call
against the
and-
tech ball because you don't want Peter Thiel to be putting data centers in Florida, then when Elon Musk, a trillionaire African migrant, calls for my deportation, and you follow that populist rhetoric that's going viral on X, it sounds like you have picked a side. And so if you were really against the tech cabal, then you wouldn't be repeating that propaganda.
It's his side.
Elon.
It's only about him.
Repeat any propaganda from Elon. In fact, I'm one of the few people that stood up to Elon when he did a lot of the craziness in 2025. What I have said is that no flock, no data centers, no Palantir. I've never taken a penny from Palantir. I never will. We have an existential fight that violates so many of our fundamental liberties enshrined in that Constitution. That's what I'm fighting for. And you're going to, I'm always going to be someone that's going to call out that kind of craziness, as I have from the very, very
And I'm going to call it the craziness too. If you want me deported for exercising my free speech rights and my right to practice my religion, freedom of religion, separation of church and state, I can say what I want to say.
How good must it feel to be in a Christian country where you get the right to practice your religion? In Saudi Arabia, there is not one single church. That is the birthplace of Islam. They don't allow one single church. Wow, how nice. So you see, this is the problem. They use our kindness to weaken us. And that's what Sneako does. You see, he couldn't defeat the truth that Christians built America, that Christians had a major hand in all of this, that is the West. He wants to deny that. He just got completely destroyed, so then he has to go back to himself because that's the only thing he can argue. Oh, you want me deported, but I'm an American citizen. That's a low-hanging fruit. He knows it's stupid. I mean, it's a literal meme. It's a literal joke. The point is to deport his ideology, to deport like who he is. He's such a victim. By the way, he's 12% Jewish. It's like they inherited it, I guess. I don't know.
I want to spread Islam, and I will continue to.
So what I care about in this country is making sure that the people who have made our country great have an opportunity to benefit. That means standing up to the H-1B scam. That means standing up to BlackRock and Blackstone for buying up our homes. That means protecting free speech. That means protecting the Second Amendment. At the end of the day, that's what I care about. Again, man, I just call. I didn't. It's not like an Alex Jones debate thing. I just called. But in any event, that's that. Have a great night.
You too. Best of luck against Byron Donalds. I think you're a better option.
Fishback's whole thing is you have the right to say it, but you probably shouldn't say it because it is not the values that we hold here. But this is the thing. It's like, you said I have freedom, right? So I'm going to use your freedom to take your freedom. What do you think of that? That's the whole thing. But in the birthplace of their religion, there's not a single church allowed. How much clearer does it need to be that you do not afford other people the same freedoms that you are afforded? Bruh.
All right, take it easy.
Thanks. Bye.
So I don't know what you guys think about that James Fishback thing, but it's just, how can you expect me to be endorsing? Hey, yeah, I endorse this guy who wants me to be deported.
It's all about him.
I do hope I think he's a better option, but it's just, I'm gonna withdraw my endorsement there. Pretty slimy, and even like that phone call was weird. I didn't like it. So I've learned my lesson. You can't trust politicians. You can't fully trust anybody. But what are you saying? Hey, he's a grifter. James Fishback? Yeah. What the F is Islamism? Islamism is just a word. See, this is what I don't like about Fishback. And so he'll be against Israel and against Zionism, and then he'll say Zionist words like Islamism. It is a political religion.
Everything is Zionist. This is the low IQ that Nick is talking about. He proves Nick right when he does stupid shit like this. But then he cries about it. He'll show you himself how stupid he is. Look at this.
This is a way to apply Zionism to Islam, to turn Islam into a political ideology. Islamism just means people who want to spread Islam. And Islam is political. If the religion has rules, we have a way to govern. We have a system for society.
Oh, wow. So Fishback is using a word, and then he's saying that Islam is that word that Fishback is saying that Islam is. So let's look up the meaning, right? So Islamism is a political ideology stating that Islam should guide social and legal political life. It is distinct from Islam, which is the personal faith and religious practice itself, but Islamism seeks to shape governments and laws, such as Sharia, based on Islamic principles. So he's just like, you see these words, these words, it's the meaning of the word. He's admitting to it. And then he's saying that he's a Zionist for saying it. But he knows he's just manipulating his audience. This is what he does. He's a master manipulator, and he knows they'll fall for it because it's easier to just label it Zionism because he knows everybody's anti-Zionism instead of articulating exactly what he's trying to say. He's not smart enough to do that. So he goes for the low-hanging fruit. Oh, Zionist. Mossad. That's Mossad. And he can't possibly be that dumb. He's lazy. He's a lazy thinker, and he's lazy with his rhetoric.
It is a political religion. It has a system for how people should be going.
Islamism.
So they use this word because
He's Mossad.
you know, if they say like, oh, we're against the spread of Islam, then
stupid.
they're gonna get labeled as an Islamophobe or a kuffar by me. You guys know.
Notice how we don't have that. These words like goyim, kafar, kafir, because we love our neighbor. We're accepting of people. That's why he has the freedom to say all this nonsense and shit on Christianity all day. But in their country, you know what happens if you even attempt to do that. Not only towards Christian, they'll do that to themselves. Try critiquing the freaking Muslim regimes. Saudi is literally executing literal children, like literal underage babies, for posting anti-government stuff online. This is what you're dealing with. This is Sharia law.
I'm not gonna do it anymore. Should I clip farm again? Cover.
He knows he has to tone it down now because the Muslims are mad.
James Fishback is ready
He's
for
gonna
governor
chill.
of Florida. Should I clip farm again? Cover. Look at that. I mean, James Fishback is ready for governor of Florida. He's calling in because, you know, he lost an endorsement from an avocado in Mexico.
Avocados from
He probably
Mexico.
wants to regain mine, but it's like, bro, you called for my deportation. What do you expect?
It's all about him. And yeah, Nick
I don't
dropped
know what you
out
expected.
because he said there's no chance he's going to win. So we'll see, though. Hopefully he does win.
Again, I'll reiterate where I stand. The number one issue is the grip that Israel has on America. So I'll ally with anyone who is addressing that problem, and anybody who realizes that this is the major issue, I will look away at the disagreements we may have, and I will amplify you. You guys know I did that with James Fishback, because James Fishback is saying the right things. He's saying that AIPAC has too much control. He's running against Byron Donalds, which is an AIPAC-funded politician through and through, just another slave. Not being racist, but he is pretty much just an AIPAC slave. But then James Fishback calls for my deportation, and it's like, how could I be supporting a guy who is saying I should move to the Middle East because of Islamism, which is a word he didn't even define. Yesterday he calls in the stream and says that people are going to be more receptive to the spread of Islamism in the Middle East. And I asked him to define Islamism. He didn't respond. He's like, I'm not here to debate you. Well, you called in. He called in while I was live. People were saying, hey, you should have did this off stream. Well, I was live streaming, and I told him I was live. And he probably called because he knew I was live